Good job, Emma. Good job. Thank you.
Okay, guys, so the tree we're going to talk about today is one that I particularly like quite a bit. It is the red mulberry. Mulberries, they look kind of like that, and which is almost like a big blackberry, raspberry looking thing. These trees are native to here in the US. They got short trunks on them with broad crowns, canopies. Have a milky sap to them, and the leaves right here, these things get up to 8 inches long on full grown ones. The fruit is anywhere from 3/4 to 1 1/4 inches long. It does have autumn foliage, so it will turn yellow and reds before it ends up getting rid of its leaves. It blooms in March, April, May, and June. The range on these things is anywhere from southern Ontario across to Massachusetts. Even heard some people say they got them in Vermont. South, as far south as Florida, and as far west as central Texas on up into Minnesota. And somebody told me they had them in South Dakota. For the soil, it could either be moist to dry soil. So the Native Americans have used the fruit from these trees for food, beverages, mixed with animal fat. They would actually take and use that and take and ferment it, make like a wine out of it. Red mulberry fruits have long been used in the Appalachian area for raw fruit. It's also used to make breads, muffins, and cakes and stuff such as that. For medication, the Native Americans would use this, the fruit from this plant, as a worming agent. It also is used for treating dysentery, and it's also a laxative. The other uses is the wood from these were used for posts, and they attract a lot of butterflies and birds. The milky sap from this plant and unripened fruit comes with some pretty significant drawbacks. It can lead to diarrhea, vomiting, and hallucinations. With that said, let's get on to the log. Okay guys, so the log we're going to end up doing today is going to be this loblolly pine right here with a 18-inch butt on it, and top of the log 17 foot down that way is about 14 inches in diameter. This log has a little bit of bow in it, and it's also got a substantial amount of butt swell. This is the bottom of the tree, so there isn't a whole lot of limbs or anything, especially whenever you're dealing with loblolly pine. There isn't a whole lot of limbs that are on here. It's taken off of some swampy wetlands that is not too far from here. And we're going to end up cutting this log up into 2x6s. Nominal size 2x6 16s. And because we're going to use them for rail fences. Why don't you kick back, relax, grab yourself a glass of sweet tea, and take in a little bit more southern exposure. Okay guys, let's take this opportunity to take a look at this log real quick. Alright, so as you can see, we've got a little bit of denim staining going on there, some cathedrals going on here. A lot of that's due to we have a little bit of bow and swell in this log. It's nice, good, straight grain. Got some more denim staining in there, and it goes on up to where you got little juvenile knots starting to come through, and yeah, small juvenile knots. But all in all, it's not really that bad. It's some pretty nice looking stuff. For it coming off of a swampy, boggy land, this has got some really good tight grain in it. Let's go ahead, let's flip this log over and see what the other side has to offer.
Don't be a stranger in the night. Take a chance for some romance. Don't cover your eyes. Willow trees know you better than anyone else. It's time you let your guard down for someone like me. I'd say I'm settled and pretty calm. I don't storm in the storm. If not me, then someone like me that knows what to do and how to take care of you. But most of all, that deserves you. The sweetest red cheeks I'd ever seen. You stand beside me in every dream. Angel goddess, you cover them all. Say, what can I do to get you to fall for someone like me? Like me that knows what to do and how to take care of you. But most of all, that deserves you. It's most of all that deserves you. It's crucial that he deserves you. That he deserves you. Go with someone like me. I'd say I'm settled and pretty calm. I don't storm in the storm, no. Not me, then someone like me that knows what to do and how to take care of. Most of all, that deserves you.
Hi guys, so we ended up getting 9 2x6s and 4 2x4s out of that one log. I call that a really good yield. The lumber looks pretty good. No knots are greater than maybe half inch to 3/4 of an inch, and it's only 1 or 2 knots per board. So it turned out really relatively good. So what did we learn from this little experience? Well, I can tell you what I learned. I learned whenever you're going forward with the mill, always make sure that the dog is put away. Yeah. So I guess you guys ended up seeing me hit that. I'm not going to edit that out, by the way. We also ended up learning whenever it starts raining, sprinkling, with a little bit of thunder way off in the distance, that's a sign in Alabama that you need to get in because it's fixing to come down. Whew. Okay, so with that said, I hope this video has been educational. I hope you learned something from it. And we hope to see you on the next video. So before I give you the God bless, tune in next week, and we're going to end up being back in the mill house next week, and probably going to start the sawdust collector. So with that said, God bless.